Alright, hello. Yo, what up, everybody? It is your boy, King of Games 80 of King's Nation. Welcome back, guys, to this stream. So, interesting thing happened today. I got a new subscriber today. Got a notification in the morning, woke up, I was like, oh, cool, new subscriber. I was really happy. Like, in the inside, I was really happy because, like, that's a new subscriber. We got 74 subscribers now. Like, let's go. But, like, just waking up, I was like, oh, yeah, that's pretty cool. Like, I'm trying to see if I'm going back to bed or not. Like, you know? So I couldn't be super hyped for it. Later on that day, or today, or yesterday, I got a follow on Twitch. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. Weird that someone randomly will follow me on Twitch when I'm not streaming. Even though I do have some highlights up there of whole streams. Then I get, like, watch some anime, you know, in the zone, you know, get a message from somebody, you know, or not a message, I get a friend request, and I'm like, huh, let's be a bot, obviously. Check to see the score, because I never want this to happen. I never want to talk shit to a bot and it turns out to be a real person, or just ignore a bot when it's actually a real person. So, I check the gamer score always. Rule of thumb, if you're on Xbox and you get a message before a friend request, or you get this doesn't apply to everything, but if you get a friend request, check the gamer score, and if you guys see it has zero gamer score, it's a bot, and don't waste your time with them. But yeah, I made this dude Mike. His gamer tag has Mike in it, so I'm calling him Mike. We played together. He was really fun. He told me how much he liked my videos and all this stuff, guys. So I thought that was really fun. So we played a few games, and then more people kind of joined us a bit, you know. Dude named Scythe, and Chuck. But I'll show you the last game we played together. But I mean, guys, it was fun playing with them. You know, whether or not if those two others subscribe to me or not, it doesn't matter. Like, if I can get them on the stream, on the channel, I'm going to, because they were great. I'm forcing them to be on the channel though, because even though they're not here in the party with me, I'm a guy's gonna show off their skills because they were great. You know, we went from laughing, making jokes together, and then all of a sudden we became real tryhards, like, real quick. Now, I don't know exactly at what point in what game did we play where you could see, like, we went from messing around to being tryhards. But yeah, so what I have planned today, guys, or try to, is I'll tell you guys a bunch of random stories. Alright? A bunch of things that, this little opportunity is to talk. And the things that this thing is talking, you know, meeting Mike. Name, Church? Maybe it's Church. You know, is that it doesn't matter if you don't have friends in the real world, and it doesn't matter if you have a hard time socializing. Once you start playing some games, whether if it's Xbox, PlayStation, even the Nintendo Switch, or even PC, once you find a connection with a group of players, they will become your friends. It's like you miss a missing piece of yourself. You know, so try not to feel too bad that if you know, it's important to have friends in the real world too, at least to hang out and all that. But I look at it like this: if you can laugh together, have fun together, you know, and hang out, it's the same thing. You may not be making physical eye contact, or they might not be right there with you, you know, but with headphones and mics, you guys can communicate just as if, like, you guys were on a phone, you know? And it's just different. Like, instead of hanging out at a library, a park, school, you know, places where you would normally hang out, like a mall or something like that, us gamers, we hang out in different places on the battlefield, you know? We'll hang out, like, in the times of World War II, or maybe we'll hang out in the future, you know, tackling Nazis maybe in Call of Duty as super soldiers or as Spartans, or whatever we decided to play, you know, even playing out Minecraft, you know, building our houses and tearing down the trees, taking on the creepers, you know. It doesn't matter, because we're still socializing, we're still having fun. And the reason why I keep on saying the word socializing is because I saw something where some person said playing you're socializing online is not the same thing as socializing in the real world. And essentially, look at my boy. essentially they are right. There are key difference. We're not physically there hanging out, but we're still talking, communicating, telling jokes, and having fun, and honestly having a blast doing it. You know, it's nuts, and it makes me feel bad because I'm losing a lot of friends in the real world. A lot, you know, and it's honestly kind of pissing me off. You know, I had one female friend who we were first kind of started off as enemies a bit because of a certain other female I was dating. It was my boy. Next, you know, and you know, it was a big thing, but we got over it and we passed our differences. And this person helped me out during my time of need, during breakups and little fights, and a big fight that me and my ex currently had. But after a breakup, this person did something and I didn't like it. You know, even though like this person was there for me during my breakups, after a while, you know, we had a fight, and ever since then she would only call me up to ask for money or if he needed something, not to see how I was doing, not to see if I was okay. And it wouldn't even start off with, how are you doing? Are you okay? Like, if it started off like that, I would have been fine. Try, give me, you know? But no, it was right. Oh, hey, I need something, you help or whatever. I wasn't trying to hang out, nothing. But that's what kind of makes me mad. I don't mind helping out my friends, but at least see how I'm doing first. You know, make sure I'm okay mentally, physically, whatever. You know, before you ask for something, at least, you know? That's my golden rule. That's like one of my things. So I ended it. But the funny thing was, the reason why we got in a fight is because I had to, okay, so my first ex, a lot of people warned me about this person, that she was fast, she got with a lot of people quickly and ended relationships really quickly. And she was a brat and all this stuff. All these stuff. And honestly, I didn't see that in her. And she didn't show me any of this stuff. So, you know, the person that I knew wasn't the person that people were telling me about. So whether she was changing, or it was stupid rumors, misunderstandings, or she tried to be a better person, not only, or for me, try to be a better person for me, you know, and show me a different side of her. And she did that perfectly, and that's what I end up liking about her. We did end up breaking up, sadly, and yes, it was short, and yes, sadly, she did get with another person later on. But it was in a way where, yeah, it made me feel kind of upset, but at the same time, our breakup ended on a good note, so I can't really be too upset, and I've forgiven her for it, you know.
Blue flag taken.
And yeah, I still like her to this day. Like, I still like her. If she ever asked me out, I would say. But probably never. You know, so I liked her, and the friend I'm talking about currently was pretty much like dissing her, hating her, and all this stuff. And I was like, okay. But then she got jealous because I liked her still, and she was like, well, you can only choose between me and her. And I was like, well, you're my friend, not my crush, you know. And as a friend, you shouldn't really make me choose between someone I like and you. Like, that's not cool. Like, if you were really my friend, like, you would support me. Granted, I get you're trying to help me not get my feelings hurt again or get another broken heart, but you're doing it in a way where it's not really wanted, you know. I don't like choosing between people, especially two people I honestly at that time deemed that were cool. But after that, nah, you know, I was over with, you know.
Blue team wins.
Hang on, we're gonna, before I continue the story. So we got that. Let's do the game. We'll go down the list. We'll go backwards. Which was sad because, you know, I always want to show my gratitude towards people, guys. I really do. And it's really hard for me not to not appreciate her, but making me choose between someone I like and yourself, that's not okay. And then on top of, you know, calling me up for money for cigarettes or booze, you know, not seeing how I was doing, but left a bad taste in my mouth, you know. So yeah, I ended that relationship. You know, who was another person? Oh yes, I had a great friend at CSN. This dude was cool. He was funny,
Capture
but
the
I feel
flag.
like he was a more self-confident version of me. You know, but at the same time, I feel like he almost kind of seemed like he was a know-it-all a little bit. You know, not too much, but enough where it kind of got my nerves a little bit. But this is what happened. All right, we both played Yu-Gi-Oh. We both liked it. He introduced me to his group, and I played with the group a couple of times at CSN. Even when I was done with all my classes, I was hanging out there, right? So he was the type of Yu-Gi-Oh player that would spend money on one single card. I wasn't. He would spend $200, $100 on different decks because they were meta. Me, I wasn't about that life. All the cards I have ever gotten have been through either trades or opening packs. Never once have I spent $30 on a single card. Nor will I ever do that. So my Blue Eyes deck may not be the best Blue Eyes deck. You know, it may not win me championships. It may not like be worth a lot. You know, but I enjoy it. And I appreciate the guy's advice. You know, but what ended up happening was he decided to show me what his how better his Blue Eyes deck was, and I played it, and yeah, he's right. It was better than mine. You know, more consistent at least. You know, getting the cards you need. But it just left, I don't know, a weird taste in my mouth. Maybe a weird feeling. Maybe it's because I was using someone else's cards to win or something like that. I don't know. But I told him I was leaving. My ride was here. I had to go. So I left. At that point, he should have got his cards back. Right? Right. Which I thought he did. But that wasn't the case. He called me up asking if I accidentally packed his cards. So I go and check. You know, it could have been. You know, I was kind of in a rush. But no, I didn't take his decks, you know. I didn't take his 2 decks that he was concerned about. And, well, after a while, he started accusing me. He accused me in a way where it was indirectly accusing me. I was pretty much stealing his cards, where he was saying, yeah, you know, I think I stole your cards. And here's the reason why. I show up every Wednesday or so, you know, to play with them. And, well, I had to skip 3 Wednesdays in a row because of personal issues I had. One was sick. My air conditioner broke down. I had to stay for that. I can't remember the third reason. The third reason I think was because of my grandma needed help or something. I can't remember. So he took that as evidence, right? Then I went to a card shop, and I hardly go to a card shop. You know, all my times I mostly got my cards or packs, tins, where you're Target or Walmart. You know, never really been in a card shop all that often. And I got to be one. I went one for charity to actually, you know, do a charity event. You know, I thought it was really cool, and it turned out great. You know? So I go to another tournament, the same card shop, because I promised someone I was gonna be there next time. Like, I'll show up next Saturday. You know, because I was gonna help him with his Blue Eyes deck. Because honestly, his Blue Eyes deck was worse than even mine.
Distraction.
So I was gonna give him at least a few pointers using the tips that my friend gave me and the things I personally believe in. But the dude never showed up. But I still had a blast playing in the tournament. You know, I didn't win, obviously, but I had a blast. You know. So when he calls me up, asking, "Oh, where was I today?" or whatever, what I do, you know, I tell him, I went to a card shop. You know. He's like, "Oh yeah, why'd you go?" I go, just to hang out, get cards, enter a little tournament. He's like, "Oh yeah, what'd you get?" Nothing really, just did some trading and all that. And what I didn't tell him was some of the cards I traded was to get him. I was gonna honestly try to buy him his deck back because he didn't fight it. Someone honestly stole his deck, and they were worth $200 each. So he lost out $400, and I felt really bad. So I started trying to trade my cards for his cards, you know, or trade my cards to get duplicates of the cards. You know what I mean? And it cost me a pretty few cards. A lot of people, card shop and Yu-Gi-Oh at least believe in equal trading and value of cards. So if a card I want is like $30, then I have to trade them $30 worth of cards instead of trading one card. Personally, I believe in, like, if I want one card, find one card you like, or even multiple, but not for money worth, you know? But enough of that. Yeah, so I stopped talking to him because he accused me, and we had a little falling out at the college. You know, I told him that I wouldn't steal your cards because, one, I have your cards already. Like, I have my own Blue Eyes deck. Why would I steal your own Blue Eyes deck when I have a Blue Eyes deck? That makes no sense. And I don't want even more Blue Eyes. Like, I have a ton already. Like, I don't need no more.
Red team score.
And also, we won that one pretty quickly. We'll leave that one. I'm also doing this to show you guys that my team was unstoppable. Proud of this team. It was just, you know, it was nuts and left a bad taste in my mouth. Another friend I have, oh, hang on, I'll finish it up. But yeah, he ended up saying, I also got new headphones too on that day, you know, which is the ones I use now. But he had the audacity to go, well, you may not have needed those cards, but you could have used it for money since I know you need money. First of all, I would never steal another person's cards for money. Like, how low do you have to be? This man invited me to, this dude, this friend of mine, let me come over to his house. We chatted, we talked. You know, he introduced me to Kamen Rider, all this stuff. You know, tried to get me to watch JoJo. I didn't want to watch JoJo because I didn't simply like the animation. But for his sake, I did it. You know, see if I liked it. And honestly, I didn't like it. I told him why I didn't like it. I told him why I didn't like the villain. He really couldn't accept it, you know. I told him I liked the first two. The third one was the problem. What kind of ruined it for me. And I couldn't really have a leg to stand on because I didn't really watch all of it. I didn't see why he liked it from his eyes. Right? So I find it funny that after our friendship ended, I watched JoJo Part 3 because I wanted to make a video on it to why I didn't like it. Maybe, hopefully, he would see it. And I think I gave out my, you know, good points, but that's a story for another time. You know?
Blue flag taken.
Moving on.
Red carriers.
There's another friend I talk to occasionally, but she's always really busy, so we really don't get to talk and we really don't get to hang out. And it comes down to a point as I might as well not be friends with her because we don't talk and we don't hang out or anything. And sadly, this was the girl that I do like. But I understand that she's busy and all this junk, but I still can't help how I feel, you know? But I will always still be there for her and I'll be a friend. But it's like we're not friends, you know? And honestly, I have a lot of trust issues, you know? I have a hard time, you know, talking to people, at least, like, face-to-face in the real world, because, like I keep on saying in the channel, guys, I was picked on, was bullied for a very long time. And then, became like an introvert, you know, slowly but surely. Because why would I want to deal with people, you know, when I just get picked on, bullied? Like, come on. Makes no sense. So, yeah, there was that. And I lost 3 friends that I knew, like, in one fell swoop. Because they were all brothers, and honestly, they thought I was messing with the older, or the second oldest brother's girlfriend. And that's not. Like, I was cheating on. I would never try to steal another man's girlfriend, nor would I try to get that girl to cheat on him. In fact, if that ever happened, I would be snitching, like, so quickly. Like, I would never do that. It's just not my character. That's not who I want to be. You know, I worked hard on building my reputation. And yes, my reputation, to me, is very important. And the reason for that is because honestly, I'm not very talented in a lot of things. Yes, I draw, but I don't think my drawings are all that good. Yes, I play video games, but I'm not that good in video games, as you guys can, you know, kind of clearly see. will go to me if I can find me. You know?
Blue team score.
Well, what
Flag
else?
run.
Can't rap, can't sing, don't drive, you know, I honestly don't really have a job at this point, and obviously, you know, with my subscribers, I'm not getting paid for YouTube,
Red
you know,
flag taken.
but being paid for YouTube really doesn't matter, and,
Triple kill.
it's just like, you know, so it was kind of,
Blue team score.
kind of forgot what I was saying.
Game over. Blue team win.
Oh, we won that too. I was so we thought we lost this. You know, like, so it's just nuts, you know? So, the fact of the matter is, to go back to what I previously said, you can meet people online because, you know, honestly, you're not limited. If you live in a small town, you know, and if somehow, for whatever reason, something happened where people were always going to remember some embarrassing thing you did and they want to bully you, pick on you, or keep bringing it up, you know, pretty much your social life has been killed. Or high school, whatever. But for me, I'm not stuck in Vegas. You know, I can branch out. I have friends who are in England. I have friends who are in, you know, France. Actually, I don't have a French friend. But I have a friend that is who's Scottish, who lives in Scotland. You know, yeah, I have friends around, you know, the States. But yeah, you know, it's pretty fun, you know, so things like that. But now, let's see here. Did we do classified? No, we'll do this one. Yeah, so like I said, guys, I'm showing off these old gameplays or matches that happened a little bit yesterday, since it's like probably 5 o'clock now in the morning. Dear God, I'm tired. Because, one, got a new subscriber. Two, we also ended up picking up like 2 other people along the way of us playing. And honestly, we did not lose a single match. And if you want to consider ties as losing, I don't. I consider a tie as if the game didn't even happen or even a win, because technically we didn't lose. And if we didn't lose, to me, that's a win. So we had a good kill streak going, or a win streak. And honestly, we were going to see, like, what would it take for us to lose. I think in this map, we actually, like, so I don't know if you guys know about the Halo. But there is, at least, or with my group, there was a superstition where if you put a mission victory on, if didn't matter what variant it was, even if it was, especially though if it was an ultra rare one or a legendary one, it was a genius, and it was pretty much asking to lose. So what me and my new friends did was we put mission victories on. Because we were winning every single time. We wanted to see, could we even beat the curse? And by this point, we were being tryhards. You know, by this point, we may not have been playing like tryhards, but we were really focused. Even though we're cracking jokes here and there, but even the jokes honestly stopped. Like, we went from like telling jokes, getting to know each other a little bit, you know, and then all of a sudden we got a little quieter. And when we got a little quieter, we started making subtle call-outs, you know? Oh, watch out. Bridge, right. When we died, we'll kind of scope out a little bit of what the enemy's guns were. Especially for me, because I was always ahead of them. It's like, oh, watch out for the dude has a rocket, or the dude has a railgun, you know? Kind of see what I'm seeing. And, well... all of a sudden, those little small call-outs became... on your left to your right. Alright, reload, move up, move forward, push them down with the rocket launcher, use your plasma caster king, you know. All these call-outs, like we were on a full-on, like, EA team, or, esports team. That was nuts. That really was nuts. And I also had a blast with these guys. I hope you guys are so far enjoying the video, you know. Also, I find this funny. Okay, I have a video on my channel right now. It has 173 views. Now I can look at the negative and go, 173 people saw my video.
Blue flag reset.
If you don't count, I mean, of course you know, might say there might have been someone that rewatched it, you know. But the problem is with that, it's a 2-hour video. So I highly doubt someone watched all of it twice. So 173 views. That means 173 people watched it, and 173 people did not subscribe. If I could only imagine, even if like all of them subscribed, I would have had a boost of 173 subscribers. I would have been at 200 subscribers with some change. And honestly, if that ever happened, I would lose the shit. But I did get 2 subscribers out of it, I think, if I remember correctly, and maybe more to come. Who knows? I find it funny because I started doing tags, you know, and I tagged it with Husky Raid. And how I met Mike and how he found my channel was that the dude was at work. And he wanted to play Halo again. Apparently, I guess I don't know if his friends try hard, but like too sweaty for him. Or I don't know if he couldn't keep it up or he got frustrated at him. Can't really remember the details, but he wanted to get back in there because they haven't played it for a very long time. And Husky Raid was technically new, but it's not new no more. So the fact that he decided to type in Husky Raid, he found my video. Now there's other videos of me, you know, that have that tag, so those videos should pop up and type Halo 5 Husky Raid or whatever. But he found the big one, and he liked it and he laughed at it, and I was honestly surprised, you know, that you know, he said I talk about some deep stuff and I can be silly, and I think I want to kind of do that more. I think what I'm gonna try to take with that video is I was saying a lot of stupid shit, you know, some things that I find very cringy, and I think what I want to do is try to find whether I don't want to be too serious, nor want to be like too funny or too all over the place, because I feel like for people to get my sense of humor or to not get tired of it or find myself annoying, I have to tone it back a bit, you know. And at the same time, I don't want to be, you know, those super serious streamers like for example, I don't know if there's a Fortnite streamer that doesn't really talk and be all comedy, but only focus on the wins.
Distraction.
But at least for me, I want to talk. I want to tell you guys stories, tell out my story, things like that, you know. And hopefully, you guys, you know, you will like them, you know. Some of my stories are more serious, and some of my stories are just funny, and some of them are kind of sad if you really think about them. Example of this is that this, all right? I'll be straight up honest with you. There was a time where I thought, when I was very little, you know, mind you guys, before I tell you this story, I am multiple different mental disabilities: ADHD, ODD, autism, and Asperger's, all right? All rolled up in one. So I'm really good at managing it now, you know. But when I was a kid, it was a lot harder. So keep that in mind and give me some time. Because I am light skinned, okay? When I was a kid, I thought I was white. Even though my dad is black, my mom is Mexican.
Blue flag taken.
So, kids, I went to an all-black school. Now, it wasn't Now, it wasn't a school where only black students get here. It was just, you know, the location of the area where, you know, majority was black. So, you know, they teased me on being light-skinned and all that.
1 minute.
And it got really worse because
Blue flag return.
not only was it
Blue
that,
flag reset. Red
well,
flag
like a lot of other things.
Blue carrot.
I tried to do
spotted.
things that got me to fit in at other schools,
Blue team scored.
and they backfired.
Enemy
You know,
team
and
scored.
it was
Red
very
flag
hard to
Blue carrot
transition
spotted.
into a different version of me, or like
Blue team
that fits, you know.
Enemy team scored.
Yeah, blue
Game
team won
over.
again. Like
Blue
I'm telling you
team
guys, like back
wins.
to back, like we are winning this. Which one was this? Harmony. You know, the school I went to was a college preparatory academy, so they were teaching like advanced stuff even at an elementary level. So you can imagine, you know, keeping up was nuts. On top of being picked on, bullied, shit. But anyways, one day I finally had to hang out with my dad, and he told me I was black. And honestly, it was the most shocking. I'm black? Like, what? He goes, son, look at me. You are me. You have my DNA. You are mixed with black. A whole new world. Like, what? Was it Harmony or was it? We'll do this one. By the way, we won all of these games, guys. If I happen to play one that we already played before, or what do we claim? I do apologize. If I skip any, I do apologize. I don't plan on going through all of them. I don't plan for this to be a super long video. But yeah, so then one of the kids, we're on the bus afterwards. I found out this revolutionary thing about me that I was black. And I even had a black afro, which should have been a huge tell sign. But yeah, one day, on the bus, after hearing this, kids start calling me cracker and all this shit, and stood up, and I was like, "Are you colorblind? Like, do you not see this like giant afro?" Side note, I, as a kid, did not like getting my hair cut, so afro was kind of big.
Capture the flag.
So, in my kid mind was like, well, clearly if you can't see this afro and know that I'm black, you must be colorblind. What makes me mad that after all these years they never believed I was black until I don't know if this girl was joking or not, or if they were serious, but there's three of them that say that at the same time, so that should tell you. I was on the football team, we were kind of losing, but I was hungry, and I said to myself, you know what, after this, I'm going to Alpha Loco to get and all of a suddenly, in unison, actually it wasn't three, it was like a bunch of people that were like, Jordan, you are black. And I was like, oh, finally you believe me. Which the funny thing is, I did get held back in the 6th grade, but not for what you guys think. I didn't pass it. There was a whole issue with that. So, it wasn't even the kids to begin with that were like teasing about not being black. Not well. It was a whole different set of group of kids, which was more annoying. Not only did I start kind of getting along with my old classmates, but I had to get new classmates, and then they had no idea who I was. And I was like, are you kidding me? And how I got bullied in the first place was because my 3rd grade teacher felt bad that the kids were kind of picking on me a little bit already. So they were like, oh, let me take, you want me to tell them about, like, why you're different from all the others? Not knowing, I was like, yeah, sure, and that went down there. Teacher said, oh, he just learns differently, and sometimes you might have to word things differently, for him to understand. Click down, like, oh, he's retarded, and there it went. So when I got held back, I was taking summer school classes, and the math teacher, who was very new, asked, "Do you want me to explain about your disability?" Now, mind you, like I just told you, what happened last time this happened. I was like, yeah, no, I'm good. I will tell a select few. I will trust eventually, whatever. And it worked. Oh man. And I tell you, I had a friend. I don't know if I would call him my friend, or he was a really great dude that honestly didn't really mess with me around this time, which I do find this funny. That from 3rd to about my first 6th grade, I was being called Barney and T-Rex for great reasons. When I was little, I would try to growl like T-Rex, and I could walk like T-Rex at least. And so, for rightfully so, I got bullied for that. Kind of asked for me like that. So that made sense. I kind of, I made peace with it. That was my own doing. But when I went to the other class, a different 6th grade, because I had to repeat it, they didn't know none of that, or at least they didn't. Some of them might have. But one dude gave me a hard time because I draw, and I use 4 dragons, or 3, 4, 3. The reason why I do so many was because I was trying to work on my drawing. I was trying to, you know, get better, so draw the same thing and try to make it better. So he took that and started calling me dragon, and that spread like wildfire. I was like, are you kidding me? How do I go from a giant scaly lizard dinosaur to now a scaly flying fire lizard? Are you kidding me? And escape. I digivolved. I upgrade. I don't know. So it's kind of like, you know, a little howdy do slaps in the face of reality. But thanks to those experiences at that school, I can honestly say, if people don't like you, honestly, don't pay them no mind. Just they're not worth it. You know, let's get started. Yeah, don't worry about the shoes you're wearing. Don't worry about all that bullshit, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I hate to sound like that nerd or like a teacher that says, honestly, just focus on your studies and your schoolwork and all that stuff. Damn it, Scythe. You know, but it's honestly, it's really true. You know, like from a certain perspective, you know, friends can be very distracting, and you have to deal with so much at school anyway. Like, let's be honest here, guys. School is honestly bullshit. You know, at least the school I went to, you know, not only do you have to worry about maintaining somewhat of a social life, or, you know, where you can get along with at least people without getting messed with in the hallways every single day.
2 minutes left.
On top of that, you gotta worry about your schoolwork. And if you're not having a good job socially at school fitting in, then your schoolwork's gonna suffer. And it's stupid that people will mess with any student for whatever reason. Oh, they get good grades, let's mess with them. Oh, they wear those kind of shoes, let's mess with them. Oh, they wear the other kind of shirt, let's mess with them. Oh, you know, they like that football team, let's mess with them. Like, are you kidding me? Like, there is so much stuff in this world that we gotta worry about. You know, like, I don't have time to get like the most expensive brand clothing to please you. Like, y'all can just back off. You know, like, I can't tell you, like, I honestly had like a mental breakdown when I was little. About, not little, like middle school. And the reason for that was, like, I even got made fun of for liking Power Rangers. You know, I thought Power Rangers was
Double kill.
at least like a really good show. And from a kid's perspective. You know, so I got bullied for that. So when I was in like 6th or 7th grade, and people were talking about like how old cartoons were so good, like Dora the Explorer and SpongeBob, I was like, wait a minute. Y'all made fun of me because I watched Power Rangers, a group of teenagers that would fight monsters with weapons, kung fu, and giant robots and giant monsters. But yeah, you're telling me Dora Explorer, a little girl who speaks Spanish, goes to adventure and doesn't know where to go unless she looks at a damn map that talks. And when she gets to a checkpoint, essentially, she asks you like, "Oh, hey, you guys know where to go?" And even though it's right there, like, are you kidding me? I lost my shit.
Flag taken.
This is not the person I want to be showing off to. Where's me at? Let's do this. Yeah, okay, so real quick, guys, you know, the reason why I'm not pushing is because honestly, we've had bad luck with the answer. Having it with the other team, and I did not want to go rushing and dying just for the sake of this is the one we tied, and then them getting it and then them destroying us, because honestly they were really hard. I think this is when we put a mission victory on too. Might have been the other one, but I'm not sure. And we made jokes. It was like, you know what? Could you imagine we went against this team with mission victory on the trains? And you'll see what I mean by trains. Honestly, I hate the train map. That's part of this.
Red flag returned. Red flag reset. Perfect.
Oh, I got it. You guys will be back. Honestly, I'm not using this talk.
Blue flag taken. Red carrier spotted.
Oh man. By the way, I don't condone bullying. Alright? I hate people that bully. I think it's dumb to bully. But honestly, kids are honestly gonna be kids, and they're gonna find something to mess with you. So let me give you the best advice I can give you, at least when it comes to this.
carrier kill.
if you don't have a lot of money, all right, and people are teasing you about having Jordan, Nike, or whatever,
Extermination.
do not come to school
Game hunter.
with fake shoes. And what I mean this is, don't go out and buy fake Jordans and then pass them off as real Jordans. You know, that's honestly asking
Flag
for
return.
it. You know,
Blue
don't
flag reset.
be like me that chose to do this. It wasn't like this was something, granted it was a good skill to have, but it wasn't like this was something that was, so I purposely, growled like a T-Rex, or I was mad, or ran like one back in the day when I was very little. So if you do something knowing that's embarrassing, or liking something that is not popular by the majority of the schools, I'm not trying to tell you guys don't be doing that stuff at school if you don't want to get picked on, but at least expect it. Like, know that
1 minute left.
if you like something that's unpopular, people might tease you about it. And if you don't want them to tease about it, don't really do your stuff at school. But then again, be who you are and do what you want to do. Don't let others affect you. I know what I just said was kind of contradictory, and it's kind of hard for me to put it in different wording. I'm just saying, if you know what you're doing is like not popular with school or it's kind of weird, expect to be picked on or whatever. Occasionally. Sometimes, you know what, maybe you're lucky. Maybe your school is people don't care, or that's something that I got picked on for is actually popular at your school, and you guys won't worry about that stuff.
Blue team score.
But
Game over. Blue team.
Won, guys. But don't change who you guys are. This is the message of the day, at least. Don't change for other people, because honestly, if you have to change yourself to have other people like you, they don't need to be in your life. They're not worth it. They're not worthy. You can scram, because I guarantee you this. The moment you have your own mindset, your own ideas, they're going to turn on you. Don't ever try to, if you're rich or have a lot of money, don't give people money that keep on asking it. Because let me tell you this, as soon as you stop giving them money, they're going to turn on you. Or if you become a class clown, and because people like it's funny and all that, and you're doing it over and over again, as soon as you get mature and stop doing that stuff, or realize that it's bad, or your parents are forcing you to stop being like a joke, they're gonna turn on you. And if they're your real friends, they'll ask you why you stopped being the class clown. They'll ask you like, "Oh, why'd you stop giving us money?" And if they understand and they stick with you, then yeah, that's a potential friend. But guys, be who yourself. Don't worry about if you're not social or popular at school or in life, because you have online where you pretty much connect with everyone in the world, So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching these. I appreciate every single one of my subscribers, and I appreciate everyone who just stops in and sees the video, And if they don't like it or don't comment, that's okay, but I still appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and outro time. Hopefully I don't mess it up. This has been your boy, King of Games 80 of Kings Nation, broadcasting of Twitch, uploading to YouTube, playing Halo, or technically just ranting about random things and showing you guys that how unstoppable my team is. Like, seriously, they can't be beat. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Every single one of these games is a victory. And I would sit here and have you guys see all the wins we did. But honestly, I'm running out of things to say, and there's some things I want to say, but I gotta say them for different videos, So yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I see you guys